Hey everyone, and welcome to the grand opening of the brand new Bass Pro Shops in Westchester, Ohio. This is the special night for conservation, where 10% of all purchases made were donated to wildlife conservation. If you'd like to see the grand opening ceremony as well as the ribbon cutting, I will eventually have a video posted for members only over on YouTube as well as Patreon. Want to see more awesome videos just like this one? All you have to do is click the join button below this video and you'll gain access to extra weekly content and so much more. Thank you for joining and supporting the future of video. This is going to be a store tour as well as my first thoughts and opinions on this new location. But first, I need to tell you about the backstory as to why this place even exists. So nearby over in the Springdale/Fairfield area, there's the Forest Fair Mall. Well, it's now a dead and abandoned mall. Anyways, they had a 2-level Bass Pro Shops, which I did go and document, that recently closed, and that made sense that they would close that location because it was attached to a dead mall, well, now an abandoned mall, and really the only thing that's over there is 1 or 2 restaurants and a Kohl's that seems to be hanging on. Now that Bass Pro location was within half an hour's drive of this new location, but that store, although it was awesome and unique, was getting kind of tired, old, and worn out. You see, I think over the years they weren't really putting any effort into maintaining the store as well as they could have, just because it was attached to a dead mall and probably wasn't getting the business that it should. And this was the original Bass Pro Shops in the area. Heading north about 15 minutes, directly in between this new Bass Pro Shops and the old one at the mall, was Cabela's. This Cabela's was located in Liberty Township, directly across from the Liberty Center Mall. Now, for those of you that don't know, Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's used to be separate companies, but they merged and now they are one. Now, rewinding all the way back to 2017, or was it 2007? I can't remember the exact date, but a long time ago, the Bass Pro Corporation actually purchased the land that this new store sits on, but they just had one issue after another, getting permits and all kinds of different things, and so the building of this brand new store just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And you know, that's partly why I think the Cabela's actually got built, because they just got tired of the brand new Bass Pro Shops that they wanted to build getting delayed and delayed, so they were like, fine, we'll build this Cabela's over here at Liberty Center, which was a brand new development at the time. Now, do I agree with their decision? Absolutely not, because they already had the other Bass Pro Shops. They weren't really far apart, so why did we need this Cabela's just to kind of tide us over until the Bass Pro Shops new one was built in Westchester? I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, but they have since closed the one at the Forest Fair Village Cincinnati Mall, and they closed the Cabela's as well over in Liberty Township, and I just think that is just such a waste of real estate and just retail space in general. Just so sad to see them gone. I mean, not so much the Cabela's, but the original Bass Pro Shops, because it was very unique. I highly recommend that you check out my video on that store. I'll have it coming up in the near future. So when it was announced a few years back that they were actually going to be moving forward with building this brand new mega store, Bass Pro Shops, as a lot of the articles stated, I was super thrilled. I was like, oh man, this is going to be so awesome. And, you know, I was hopeful that it would top the former one that was at the Forest Fair Village Mall, Cincinnati Mall, whatever you call that place. Anyways, you know, that it would be something kind of similar to the Bass Pro Shops that's in the Pyramid in Memphis, or maybe their headquarters that's in Springfield, Missouri, something kind of similar to that, just over the top. I even heard rumors about the elusive Bass Pro restaurant actually being included in this new store, and I've never been to one of those. I've always wanted to, and I need to hunt one down if I get a chance, but, you know, unfortunately, this store was super underwhelming. Like I said before, it makes sense that they closed the one at the mall, but to close the Cabela's that's literally down the street from this, only about 10 minutes, to open this store, which is literally like a duplicate of that. It's not even like, there's nothing special about this store to differentiate it or make it better than the Cabela's that it's replacing. You see what I'm saying here? And if you see and watch some of my videos on, I did film the Cabela's as well. So when I release those videos, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's just like super underwhelming. But of course, I did have a great time. Crazy old lady, my mom came with me because she'd never been to like a big grand opening like this. So, she came along and it was kind of cool getting to experience a store opening and all that. But, walking inside just kind of disappointed me, I have to be honest. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think about this new Bass Pro Shops? What could they have done different to differentiate it from all the other Bass Pro Shops? And what do you wish that they had included that they didn't? All right, everyone, welcome to the inside of the brand new Bass Pro Shops here in Westchester, Ohio. I just wanted to stop here for a minute and give you some of my thoughts and opinions on this store because it is pretty huge. It's not the largest store. I believe the largest store is their main one over in Springfield, Missouri, because that's where they're from. However, this is fairly large. My first impressions, because I've been to a lot of the Bass Pro Shops, I've been to the one in the Pyramid in Memphis. That one is super impressive. We just had the one at the Forest Fair Village Cincinnati Mills Mall. That one just recently closed, and I think that one was just visually, if they had have kept it updated, it kind of felt old and tired, but still the visuals of that store, because it was 2 levels and it had the big waterfall and everything in it, was just a little more impressive of a store. Now, the Cabela's that they closed literally today that was in Liberty Township nearby, that one was not impressive. This store definitely is better than that one. Okay, for those of you that are going to see the grand opening ceremony, I just wanted to apologize, and I may make the grand opening ceremony for channel members only, so those that support me on Patreon as well as here on YouTube. But if I make it for everyone, there was a lady that was, I guess she was working for the event, and she was super nice at first, and she was like, oh yeah, here, you can come over here and film, and she asked if I wanted to interview anyone, and I was like, sure, that'd be fantastic to interview some people. And she took my number down, but I know I'll never hear back from her, and I'll never get to probably interview anyone at any rate. So she was kind of rude halfway through. I was standing up near the front where everyone was filming, and she rudely grabbed me and was like, you can't stand there anymore, you're in the way. And I was like, there's a whole bunch of other people here with phones and stuff filming, so I don't know. So I wanted to apologize for that annoying interruption. I didn't get to film the entire grand opening ceremony in entirety. Okay, so we're gonna head on over and check out some of the scenery that they have in this Bass Pro Shops, because that is what Bass Pro Shops is most famous for. Is they have like the large aquarium fish tank thing, and just all the stuffed animals, taxidermied animals that they have throughout the store. They just do a really good job of theming here at Bass Pro Shops. So you can see up here on the, I guess this would be considered near the ceiling, they have all these murals here representing all the different nature places throughout Ohio. The more famous ones. There's Hocking Hills we have over here. And that's a pretty good representation of Hocking Hills. I love Hocking Hills. It's a great place. If you haven't seen my documentary on Hocking Hills, I highly recommend that you check that out. It'll be on the Traveling Man playlist. And then over here we have a mural that is supposed to represent the Ohio River, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. Just the theming throughout here is fantastic, as always. Okay, so I may have mentioned to some of you about a Bass Pro restaurant, and I know that there is such a thing as a Bass Pro restaurant. It's not specifically branded Bass Pro. It's like it's called something else, but it is owned by Bass Pro and inside Bass Pro, and they're very, very mysterious. Like, you cannot find them hardly anywhere. I know they exist, and I could have swore that I heard news that there was going to be one of the restaurants at this Bass Pro Shop, but I have not seen one yet. So I don't know. There is an area in this store that kind of looks like it might be a restaurant, but then it's so small it can't be a restaurant. I'll show you what that looks like, and then you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. All right, so you can see this area up there that kind of looks like it might be a restaurant, but it's not actually a restaurant. I don't know. Maybe one day I will figure out a location that has one of the restaurants and go visit it if there are any left. I'm doing great.
Having a good night?
I'm doing great.
Good deal.
I'd say I'd shake your hand, but I'm out of hands.
Your hands are full. That's a good deal. Your hands are full.
I like the rig you got there.
Oh, yeah, thanks. You can take the Frisbee.
There we go. What's your name?
Chris.
Chris? C-H-R-I-S?
Yes.
All right, that's easy for me.
You want to get a hat signed?
Oh, you better get
Okay,
a hat signed
a red
for
one.
Pastor.
A red one?
Yep.
We can do that.
Yeah, my pastor is like huge into outdoors.
Cool.
Does like those motorcycle like journeys across the country in the wilderness and
Awesome.
films them. He's crazy.
Awesome.
He does some really crazy stuff.
But then I do too. I hike all the way up waterfalls in flip-flops. So, you know,
What did he do? He took a Jeep completely apart, and he's never done it before.
he's rebuilding it now.
Rebuilding
Yep.
it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
Did you get that?
Awesome. Thanks.
You want that one too?
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I can put that in my museum. I've got a retail museum.
That's cool.
Got like all the Kmart signs and the Sears signs. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, all that old school stuff. Yep, now Bass Pro Frisbee.
Well, you've got the blue light.
Oh, yeah, I have the blue light too.
There you go.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yep. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks.
Well, Pastor Tom gets a
I know. He'll like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoop. I don't have any hands left.
You want one of those?
Nah, I'm good. pastor a pink hat and have it signed. Sorry, I don't have any more hands.
He's a man's man all the way through.
Yep, but my pastor will love that.
Yes, he will.
We will get you dialed in. You want a few cards? Sid?
Oh, yeah, sure. That'd be great. Thank you so much. Here, you can take them.
How many you need?
2 will be fine. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Guys, have fun.
Yeah, you too. One thing I missed from the Bass Pro Shop at the mall was the fact that it was 2 levels. It was just awesome getting to ride up the escalator and just kind of look down at the huge waterfall that was 2 stories tall. And yes, this store still has the aquarium, you know, just like all the other Bass Pro Shops, but it's kind of small, and it's just like, okay, I know I went into a Bass Pro Shops before and it had a river running through it. That was pretty cool. That would have been something neat to see in this new store. Maybe part of the reason I don't care for this store is just the fact that I don't go fishing, I don't go boating, I don't go hunting, or really any of the things that would bring me into a store like this, you know, to where I'd want to buy something. Although I do love nature, I love going out and hiking to waterfalls and just seeing the amazing things that God has created. Holy crap, you guys. Okay, I'm at the back of the checkout line. This is not going to show up on video very well, but it goes from one end of the store to the other because the checkouts are actually back there behind me. So like you can see way over there in the distance where it says checkouts. And we've got to go all the way down and around. Thank you everyone for joining me here for the grand opening of the brand new Bass Pro Shops in Westchester, Ohio. If you would like to see the grand opening ceremony and the ribbon cutting, you can always check out one of my channel memberships. The links are on the screen and in the description box below. Thank you everyone for supporting the future of video, and I will see you on another episode.